The Hidden Crypt. In the heart of the ancient town of Eldridge, where cobblestone streets whispered secrets of the past, there lay a forgotten cemetery, shrouded in mist and mystery. The townsfolk spoke of it in hushed tones, warning curious souls to steer clear of its crumbling gravestones and gnarled trees. They called it the Hidden Crypt, a place where shadows danced, and the air was thick with the weight of untold stories. One fateful evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, casting an eerie glow over the town, a young woman named Clara found herself drawn to the cemetery. She had always been fascinated by the supernatural, her heart racing at the thought of uncovering the secrets that lay buried beneath the earth. With a flickering lantern in hand, she stepped through the rusted iron gate, its creak echoing like a warning in the stillness. As Clara wandered deeper into the cemetery, the air grew colder and the fog thickened, wrapping around her like a shroud. The gravestones loomed like sentinels, their inscriptions worn and faded, telling tales of lives long forgotten. But it was the crypt that caught her eye, a grand structure, half hidden by overgrown vines and moss, its stone facade adorned with intricate carvings that seemed to writhe in the dim light. Compelled by an unseen force, Clara approached the crypt, her heart pounding in her chest. The heavy door, surprisingly ajar, beckoned her inside. With a deep breath, she pushed it open, the sound echoing like a death knell in the silence. The air inside was stale, thick with the scent of decay, and something else, something ancient and malevolent. As she stepped into the crypt, Clara's lantern flickered, casting dancing shadows on the walls. The chamber was lined with sarcophagi, each one a testament to the lives that had once inhabited Eldridge. But it was the center of the room that drew her attention, a large stone altar covered in strange symbols that pulsed with an otherworldly energy. Suddenly, a chill swept through the crypt, extinguishing her lantern and plunging her into darkness. Panic surged within her as she fumbled for the door, but it slammed shut with a resounding thud, trapping her inside. The air grew heavy, and Clara could hear whispers, soft, sinister voices that seemed to echo from the very walls. "Awaken us," they hissed, "and we shall grant you power beyond your wildest dreams." Clara's heart raced as she realized the truth. The crypt was not merely a resting place for the dead. It was a prison for something far more sinister. The whispers grew louder, swirling around her like a tempest, urging her to unleash the darkness that lay dormant within the crypt. With trembling hands, Clara reached for the altar, her fingers brushing against the cold stone. The symbols glowed brighter, illuminating the chamber with an eerie light. In that moment, she felt a surge of energy coursing through her veins, intoxicating and terrifying all at once. But as the whispers crescendoed, Clara understood the price of power. The spirits trapped within the crypt were not benevolent. They were vengeful, hungry for freedom, and willing to consume her soul to escape their prison. Realizing her grave mistake, she recoiled, but it was too late. The ground trembled as the sarcophagi began to crack open, releasing a cacophony of anguished wails. Shadows twisted and writhed, taking form as the long-dead inhabitants of Eldridge emerged, their hollow eyes fixed on Clara with a hunger that sent chills down her spine. "Join us," they beckoned, their voices a haunting melody of despair. "Become one with the darkness." In a desperate bid for survival, Clara turned and pounded on the door, her screams echoing in the crypt. But the whispers grew louder, drowning out her cries as the shadows closed in around her. The last thing she saw was the glint of their eyes, filled with malice and longing, before the darkness consumed her whole. Days turned into weeks, and the townsfolk of Eldridge continued to avoid the cemetery, unaware of the new secret that lay within the hidden crypt. The whispers now echoed through the night, calling to the curious and the brave, promising power and knowledge to those who dared to enter. But Clara's fate served as a warning, a reminder that some secrets are best left buried, for the darkness that lurks within may just awaken, hungry for more souls to claim.